Hello. Hello. Welcome in. We are going to be doing blessings or slash good things that are coming to you for the rest of 2025. This is a collective reading, okay? So this is for everybody. Give me 1 second. I'll wait for you guys to join a little bit, okay? Make sure to like the video, please, and thank you. Trying to have green for, good things coming your way. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? And if you would like a personal reading, feel free to email me, okay? But first, look in my bio for the personal reading prices and everything, and how to get one and how to receive one, okay? So give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab my other phone. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. It has been quite the morning. Been trying to take care of my car. Okay. All right, so I will leave a timestamp for when the video actually starts. Okay, but let's see. I feel like I have to sneeze. Oh gosh. Let me see. I'm waiting for some of y'all to be in here, so I'll wait. I want you guys to hear most of the reading, all right? Hope you guys are having an overall good day, though. Also, if you would like a personal reading during this live or after I do the messages, feel free to send for one, okay? You can always do that during any of my lives, but you do have to send it, before the live ends, okay? So hello, I see some of you guys in here now. We're going to be doing good things coming for the rest of 2025, okay? This is for everybody. Everybody's included, okay? I'm not splitting it up for signs and things like that, so just listen. I recommend listening with headphones for the best listening experience, okay? But we're about to get started. This is for all signs, okay? Let's see. Make sure to like the video, please, and thank you. Let me know you're here, okay? All right. Let's see. All right, so collective, my travelers, what are the good things coming to you for the rest of 2025? Let's see. Oh, shit, okay. Okay, we have roll the dice, fear of cheating, and wedding. Okay, so collective, some of you guys are going to be getting married, quite literally, and some of you guys are going to take a risk on somebody, okay? And I feel like it's going to work out. So, obviously, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But if you know that you are dealing with somebody romantically, or even, I'm hearing even loosely, okay, you could be dealing with someone, you could have just met someone, or you will meet someone who definitely has marriage potential. I've been picking up on that a lot for some of my readings, and I noticed that other readers have too. There's something about, I want to say, the collective energy just in general, in the tarot community at least. A lot of y'all are about to meet somebody very significant in your life, okay? In your love life. So let's see. This is someone you could possibly meet at a party, or you're going to like to have a lot of fun with this person, okay? You guys or this person may be someone who indulges in, alcohol, drugs, or something like that. They could have a vice. But I'm hearing that it's not something that they let be out of control, okay? So, like, this is someone who, hello, welcome in. This is someone who knows how to control their intake of, toxic substances. Okay, so that's good, right? Um, let's see. Also, something good coming to you guys, collective, is that you guys are going to be able to not run away from, I want to say, love or some sort of something you see as a risk. Okay, you guys are actually going to be, you might try to run away at first. Okay, from whatever opportunity this is. Look, we just got two running cards. Okay, you're gonna think this person's a snake. Okay, you're gonna be like, no, no, you can't trap me. I don't think somebody's trying to trap you. I think you're running away from, something good. Okay, so some of you guys maybe want to work on, you know, not running away from your own blessings. Okay, let's see. Yeah, some of you guys were talking shit like, yeah, I would never accept, you know, this person's offer, or I would never get married, or I would never, 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 I'm not falling in love, I give up on love. Okay, some of you guys have been thinking like that, or this could also be like someone who's like just a friend right now, or they will be your friend first. Okay, so this person could be an air sign, or you could be, they don't have to be, but there is something about you guys building a friendship first, and then you guys are going to be like way more. Okay, and I am seeing marriage. This has marriage potential. Okay, so let's see. This could also be someone who likes to be outdoors. Okay, or they could just be a very masculine person. Okay, let's see. Make sure to like the video if you are in here. What are the good things coming toward my collective for the rest of 2025? Yeah, you guys are getting over heartbreak. Okay, I feel like because whoever, I feel like the universe is sending in a person for you to kind of forget about your ex. And this is like almost, it kind of seems like a reward, for like whatever you've been through, especially dating wise. Okay, so you're going to be afraid of it at first, but then I see you kind of opening up slowly to this person. And like I said, it could be because they're a friend first. That is a pretty good way to, engage in love, is be friends first so that you can actually have a friendship too, not just strictly jumping right into the love part. Okay, does that make sense? It's good to be friends with your lover too, so that way you don't ever really lose the honeymoon stage. So let's see. But a lot of you guys, also something good I see coming for you if you are single, is you guys getting over some sort of heartbreak. Okay, and your manifestations coming through. Okay, also, if anyone is talking shit, or if you find out that someone has been talking shit about you, I feel like some of you guys are just going to be very unbothered. Okay, even if it's a friend of yours, you could notice that a friend of yours is talking smack about you or said some slick shit to you, and you're like, you know what, it's fine, I'm gonna let it go, I'm gonna let that one slide. Okay, um you're not entertaining much bullshit. Okay, so let's see. What are the good things coming to my collective for the rest of 2025? Some of you guys are also going to be able to save more money or reach your savings goals. Okay, some of you guys are getting in better shape as well. Also, if you've been wanting to tell your story, okay, about whatever you have been through, I feel like people are definitely going to be willing to listen. Or if you wanted to write like a book, or, I'm hearing also an article, okay, if you could be a writer, or you've been wanting to be a writer or something like that. And I feel like you're going to have a lot of people who want to hear what you have to say, okay? Or they're going to want to read whatever it is that you have written, okay? I'm hearing that release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. Okay. Yep. Look what just came out as I said that. I'm hearing a song and music just came out. Okay. So, yeah, I'm hearing that song Unwritten. Somebody could be named Natasha. But let's see. You guys are releasing a lot of pain. Okay. So that's something good coming your way for the rest of 2025 is you healing. Okay. Let's see. Also, something good coming your way, collective, is if anybody did cheat on you, or if you did find out about some sort of betrayal, um, especially if someone was like hiding it from you. I feel like you will find out like who did it. I'm hearing who did it and why. Okay, so you could be finding out some sort of secret that you maybe had suspicion about. Okay, so some sort of truth will be revealed to you, especially if you had an inkling that somebody was doing something weird behind your back. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I see you guys kind of like throwing up your hands and being like, I don't care. Like, you're not allowing yourself to be triggered anymore. Okay, especially by people who just constantly are triggering to you, okay, or they always have something going on. I feel like you're finally allowing yourself to, kind of like energetically block off people who have, bring problems into your life, okay? So let's see. Also, if you were silenced about anything, I feel like you finally will be able to speak up. There's something about using your voice or people finally listening to you, or giving you a chance to speak or speak up, okay? Let's see. Some of you guys are really going to be focusing more on like long-term things, okay? So you're not entertaining much in life that doesn't have anything to do with your future, okay? Let's see. And then we have driver. Okay, some of you guys could be getting a new car, or you will find some sort of some sort of transportation. Okay, I'm also seeing like a welcome sign. When you drive to places and it says "Welcome to Nevada," "Welcome to Iowa." Some of you guys could be from there. Um, but you guys, I feel like you could be moving to a new state. Okay, or you will really enjoy wherever it is that you do travel. Okay, so some of you guys could be traveling um, for the rest of 2025. Okay, you could be taking a trip, and I'm specifically seeing someone go to like another state, or go like cross country or something like that. Let's see, some of you guys could run cross country. And yeah, I feel like you will get the like physical proof of whatever someone was doing that was shady. Like you will finally get the exact evidence. And even if it's a court situation, you could be getting the exact evidence that you need to like win a court case, or prove something, or even if it's just wanting to confirm something for yourself, you are going to be getting that proof, okay? Let's see. Someone could be listening to Morgan Wallen, okay? Someone could be a Pisces. Also, collective, I do feel like you guys need to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities around you for the rest of 2025, because something good coming your way when it comes to the universe speaking to you, okay, is the universe is going to be guiding you in the right direction, but you have to listen. You have to be open to the universe, the signs that they give you, okay? I hope that makes sense. So like if, for example, if I don't know, if the I'll just use an example that I've gone through a lot. If your car breaks down and you have plans to go somewhere, right? And your car breaks down, or even if it doesn't break down, you get lost on the road, your GPS suddenly starts fucking up, taking you the longest route ever instead of directly to your location. You drop your keys, you forget something at home, that's the universe's way of telling you maybe you shouldn't continue on the path you're going or to that destination, okay? That's what I'm talking about when I say something good coming to you is literally the universe giving you pretty clear signs. Like things will just start not working out when you're not supposed to be doing something, okay? So that's why I'm saying pay attention to the signs that the universe is literally sending you. What you think is a frustration is a protection, okay? So don't try not to get frustrated or angry about why something didn't work out, or why someone maybe doesn't want to be with you, whatever the case is. It's protection, literally, okay? Because when you try to fight against the universe, they'll pop you, okay? They'll slap you right in the face. They'll knock you down and be like, what did I tell you? That's what the spirit, spirit or whoever you believe in, that's what they do. They will literally be like, I told you you can't have that. And if you try to go grab that thing again, or be with that toxic person or situation again, the universe will snatch it back. So until you learn to fully release what's not working, you know, you're going to keep experiencing the same bullshit, okay? So let's see. Some of you guys also could be getting some sort of new stream of income, okay? So if you are trying to do that or get a second job or, you know, start your own business or something, I see you guys being able to do that, okay? Also, I don't know why I'm getting this, but if some of you guys are worried about like your aging, okay? No matter what age you are, if you're worried about aging, I feel like you're gonna age gracefully, okay? Something about like your physical, your I don't know, you guys could be feeling like not confident or something, or you're just noticing that you are growing up, okay? That's what we're supposed to do. And if you're a regular person in this world, not everybody can get filler and, you know, Botox and all that stuff. So um, don't let social media like mess up your brain when it comes to how you're supposed to look at a certain age, okay? Or just in general. Because everybody on social media, you know, they have their fake bodies, their fake noses, their fake, you know, eyelids. You know, people sometimes get their eye bags, you know. Whatever you might be thinking of changing, just remember that you're supposed to age. That's life. And you look normal, okay? You're not ugly, you're not this or that, you know, you're normal, okay? Um, if you want to improve something for yourself, by all means do that. But don't do it to the point where you're like, you're still not happy after you do something physically to yourself, you know? Because that's what a lot of people do is they, you know, they get their boobs done, they get their butt done, and then they still have problems. And then even after that, you know, collective, you still have to maintain that. I mean, if that's why you see those weird ass like the BBLs with the skinny ass legs, you know, if you don't work out with your surgeries, you're gonna look funny eventually, you know. So just consider that, you know, you might want to do something more naturally, especially if it is your about your physical body, okay? Because there are complications, you know, people do die from getting surgery, you know, to fix whatever they think is wrong with them, okay? So you know, just keep that in mind, okay? You can do what you want if you got the money to spend or spare, by all means, but just be aware of the side effects and things like that, you know, aka death. I'm not saying anybody's going to die or whatever, but be careful, you know. You look fine. That's what I'm trying to say. You look fine. So, you know, and if someone is making you feel like you need to get surgery or something like that, you do not need to be with that person. Stop trying to impress somebody who's clearly telling you, I'm not attracted to whatever you got. And that's okay. There's somebody out there who will be attracted to whatever you have or whatever you look like, you know? So just because one person says, oh, they don't like this on you, be like, okay, fuck you. Like, your opinion doesn't matter. I'm going to go find someone who does like me for exactly what I have and who I am and what I look like, you know? So just keep that in mind. Let's see, what are the good things coming to? So yeah, some of you guys collective, you could be embracing your natural self more, even if you do have quote unquote flaws. Okay, so that is a good thing. Let's see, unexpected. Okay, some of you guys could be experiencing some sort of surprise in the I was about to say in the month of 2025, in the year of 2025. Okay, you could also get some sort of unexpected windfall of money, okay? Or you're just going to be very abundant. And I feel like you're going to be finally learning a lot of lessons that you maybe were stubborn to accept in the past, okay? So I see you guys finally being like, all right, I get it now. Okay, let's see. Influencer. Okay, some of you guys could also make money being an influencer or doing something online, okay? Or if you already do something online, you know, keep doing it. Definitely keep doing it. I feel like people might even follow in your footsteps, okay? Because they see whatever it is that you're doing is working. Okay, so you may have some, you know, copycats, you may have some people who, you know, want to do what you're doing, but make sure to stay original, okay? It's not cute to copy anybody. That just shows that you're a follower. Okay. You want to be the one with followers, not the follower. Okay. You can use inspiration, but copying is completely different from being inspired, you know, by someone. It's plagiarizing, you know. So let's see. Okay, there's that twin flame card. So like I said earlier, with the love situation, I do feel like you guys are going to be meeting your person. I'm not going to say twin flame because this is just your person, okay? Let's see. And look, insecure. Nope, that's not insecurities. That's mixed signals. Okay. So let's see. Something good coming your way, collective, for the rest of 2025 is that you're going to be a lot more flirty, okay? And I feel like that's once you step more into your natural confidence, okay? You're going to be a lot more flirty. You're going to be more approachable. You're going to want to interact with people more, and people are going to want to interact with you more because of your aura is going to just be very open and positive, okay? So people are going to really like you, okay? And, you know, that's how you get new opportunities too, is by being friendly, you know, by smiling, by, you know, being open. Obviously, be safe, right? But be open. That's how you network, you know. Let's see. Also, if there was any broken windows or glass or something, I see you guys getting that fixed, okay? I'm also seeing like an abandoned home. Okay, somebody may be fixing up like an abandoned home and making it like brand new. You know how people like take old houses or run down trailers or trailer parks and stuff like that, and they completely like revamp it. Some of you guys might be doing something like that, okay? And I feel like it'll look really nice. Some of you guys might want to document that too. Um, you know, I personally love watching those videos that of the sheds. You know, they take a shed and then um they make it like look like an actual house. You know, it could be an actual house eventually if you make it that way. So some of you guys could be renovating something or taking something that was destroyed and making it something brand new. Okay, so let's see, what else are the blessings for 2025 for my collective? Yeah, lucky break. Okay, period. Turning point, good fortune, good things coming. Okay, so that's a confirmation from what I am saying. Look, honeymooning. Y'all are getting married or something. Y'all are going to be in a heavy commitment, or you're going to be you're going to be going on a honeymoon. That would mean you're already married, okay? So, okay, period. Tell me, like, should we see more about who this person is for your whoever is getting married in my collective? Because we like marriage over here. We don't like the uh, you know, instant broken home, baby mama, baby daddy lifestyle. That's not what I want my collective to be. Um, but let's see. I mean, shit happens, but it's not the goal. We want a solid foundation when it comes to family and creating one. All right, let's see. Tell me more about this person that the collective could be meeting that is marriage material. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna meet this person after like your ex tries to reconcile with you and say sorry. You could just be going through a breakup and when you meet this person, or you'll have already gone through a breakup and some sort of betrayal. When you do meet this person, okay? They could actually help you. Like I said earlier, they could be like low key helping you get over your ex, and yeah, like whoever hurt you, they are going to be non-existent in your mind because this person's going to take care of you. This is going to be a very strong, um, abundant relationship, whoever you end up with, okay? I want to say by the end of this year for some of you. Some of you guys are going to be able to travel with this person too. Wine and dine, okay? Let's see. This person could also be very busy or very stressed, okay? So I feel like whoever you're going to end up with, collective, they are going to eventually like release any unnecessary commitments that they have so that they can have more time for you. Okay. They could work in the legal system, or they could be a Libra or a Virgo. But if you want this new love, collective, you have to release your past. Okay? You have to fully release your past, or else you can't have the new. So it's up to you, you know? If you come back to this reading later on down the line talking about, I didn't meet anybody new. You probably did, but you were still holding on to your ex. So that answers your question, okay? Yeah, look, hooked, okay? You guys are hooked on somebody that you need to release. If you don't, then you're not going to have this great new love that could end in marriage, but it's up to you, okay? Yeah, you got to dead that shit. You got to burn any items, anything that reminds you of your ex, okay? Because you're going to be overwhelmed if you don't. All right, let's see. Let's get a few more. I might do another one of these down the line, because this is a collective. So, and this is for you hoes who say, "Oh, you don't pick up on anything good." I'm sorry that if the energy on my channel, y'all's energy sometimes is just real dirty. Okay, that's not my fault. My life is good. I've been good. I've been happy. I've been very peaceful. So for anybody on my channel who wants to comment the weird shit like, "Oh, the whole reading was negative." No, it wasn't. You clearly didn't watch it. You clearly didn't watch the actual video. You're just saying that, okay? Because something probably triggered you that was true, okay? So anyways, because my readings are not, if you actually watch my videos and listen and comprehend, you would know that my videos are not negative. You know that I can pick up on negative energy, but it's not on purpose. Like I tell you guys all the time, I'm not gonna fake what's coming out. I'm not gonna twist the cards, into a way that, makes it positive when it's not. I'm not that type of reader. If you want fake messages, I'm not going to, but I could give you a few readers. It's not me though. I'm not going to fake nothing. Okay. But, email me if you want some fake readers or, the toxic positive readers. I could give you a few if you really want to go there, if you really want to be delusional, but that's not what I'm going to do on my channel. Okay. So let's see. If negative energy is coming out, is because y'all's negative energy is showing up. Okay. Let's see. I'm really convinced some of y'all are like straight delusional, and I can't have that on my channel. Because it's like, did you even read the title? Did you even read or listen to the message that came out? Because how did you get that from what I said in the video? That's what I'd be really wondering about y'all sometimes. And you know who you are. I'm not talking to all of you. Most of you are very pleasant to work with and be around, and read for. But those handful of y'all who are just so delusional in my comments, I just don't get it. Please seek help. And I'm talking about medical help. We keep it logical over here. It's okay if you have mental issues, but do not project your craziness on my channel. I don't like that at all. You can be spiritual and logical, and that's what we do here. Anyways, let's see. What other good things are coming toward my collective? Let's see. Yeah, you guys are expanding, okay? You guys could also be expanding family-wise. So some of you guys may be pregnant if you are looking for that, okay? I almost said leaking for that, okay? Some of you guys have been like crying because you are trying to get pregnant, okay? So if you're trying to get pregnant, you may have a better chance this year, okay? Also, you know, I'm just saying, check who you are laying down with. Sometimes the universe doesn't allow you to have a baby because it's not supposed to be with that person, okay? Or the universe knows something, or your body knows something before you do. I tell you all that all the time too. If you are sleeping with somebody who you're not supposed to be sleeping with, your body will tell you, and the universe will tell you. But you don't have to believe me. I'm just saying. That's why it's good to never force something or a situation when it's not working. Because if it was me personally, if I was trying for a baby, which I will never do, it's just not my thing. I like my freedom and my money for myself, you know, and whoever I, you know, hang around. But anyways, if I was to try to have a baby with a man, I would take a step back and be like, okay, well, why can't I have this baby? And I'm talking about, I know there's, you know, genetics and medical issues and stuff like that. But also, you do have to consider, why am I not getting pregnant with this man? Because you see those people all the time who have their babies after they leave a toxic person, and then they have a baby right away. And it's like, oh, maybe nothing was really wrong. Something was spiritually wrong with that relationship that you were in or attached to. Okay? So just consider it. You know, you don't have to listen to me, but consider why you can't have a baby with somebody spiritually. All right, let's see. Some of you guys are also going to be able to cook more, okay, or eat out more, especially if you are trying to become a chef, okay, or if you're just trying to learn how to cook or something. I feel like you could also be meeting a chef too, or you could be trying new foods or restaurants, okay, something like that could be happening. That is very positive for you. You're going to be expanding your palate, okay. Yeah, there's something majorly about expansion here, collective, okay? So I see you guys for the rest of 2025 overall for now, because I will probably do another video like this with more detail for this signs and everything. But collective wise, for those of you who do resonate with my channel and genuinely support me, that's the collective, okay? Um, but I see you guys expanding or being more open to what you weren't before. You know, something about, I don't know, you guys can be very stubborn. I'm very stubborn too sometimes, not as much as I used to be, but you know, it happens. But once you finally let down a certain wall or be open to a new perspective, a new idea, or something like that, that has been, you know, whatever you were doing before, it's been hindering you in some sort of way. Okay, so collective as a whole, I feel like you guys are going to be seeing a whole new world, basically. Okay, that kind of sounds like a reading I did last night, so that person's probably definitely a part of my collective. Let's see, let's get a few more. I also see you guys like removing, yeah, dodging bullets. Okay, you're staying away from crazy people, kind of like I just talked about, the whole delusional. That's why I say whenever I quote unquote rant, I'm never just talking. That's literally a part of the reading. Okay, so you don't need cards all the time with tarot. Um, if you're a real reader, you are just naturally intuitive. So things will usually line up with what I'm saying with the cards. Okay. But I see you guys like escaping crazy people, staying away from toxic mindsets, okay, so that your mindset can also grow. It might even be the people around you, okay? I'm not saying that all of you guys are, you know, closed minded or whatever, but it could be the type of people that you're around are, and that's what's also energetically blocking you from receiving more and, you know, having yourself see that you can have more for yourself, okay? Does that make sense? I hope so. Um, yeah, you're blocking out the haters, okay? Let's get two more. That's another confirmation. It keeps coming out. Spread your wings. Confidence that leads to freedom and growth. Okay? And that's literally what my whole channel is about, is moving forward. Car channeled tarot. When you think of a car, you go, you press gas, you put effort into it, and it takes you very far. Okay? Sometimes your car breaks down, sometimes you have hiccups in the road. But you can fix it eventually. And you have 2 feet, you have two legs, right? Most of y'all, I hope so. And that's a way of getting around too. Sometimes you do have to walk. Sometimes it is a little bit more difficult to get through things in life. You can't always take your car everywhere you go. Sometimes you do have to walk down the street, to get where you're trying to go. But guess what? You still got there, didn't you? You still got there, or you will get there. Okay? So let's get one more. Some of you guys also could be from the south, okay, or you could be moving down south. But yeah, whatever you're building, we have harvest livestock, okay? Whatever you're building for yourself or whatever you're creating, you're planting seeds, collective, and they are really going to grow. And I feel like that's in multiple areas of your life, okay? And make sure to take care of yourself too. You can build a whole dream life around you, but if you don't take care of your actual body and your mind, what's the point? You know, you see those rich people too, right? The wealthiest people, but then they like have all the worst mental health, right? Or they have severe drug problems and stuff like that. They go through shit too. Just saying. Just because someone's rich or wealthy or whatever doesn't mean that they don't have feelings. Okay, so I wish people would stop doing that, being like, oh, well, you have all this money, you know, what do you go through? Money doesn't solve depression. It can fix it for a moment, but at the end of the day, once that high ends from buying whatever you just bought, you're still depressed at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, maybe some of you guys are going to be learning a different perspective, kind of like I just talked about, when it comes to, you know, whether you're the rich person and you meet somebody who's like less than, or not less than, oh my god, um doesn't have money, or they didn't come from money, you're going to see like y'all are the same people. Y'all both have the same struggles, or you're going to find somebody who relates to you. But y'all come from like completely different backgrounds, or statuses, okay? Something about that. You could be meeting somebody and your perspective on what you thought they lived like, or what you thought they've been through or dealt with, is just like what you have been through. So it's stuff like that, okay? Your perspective is broadening. um I mean, yeah, like I said, money can solve some problems. It's better to have money, but when it comes to the emotional part of life, everyone has feelings. Okay. um you know so I wish people would stop the whole, you're rich, what do you experience? You know how like ignorant that sounds? Or you live off the government. You know how the rich say, like, oh, you just live off the government. Oh, you get food stamps. You get to live free. No, it can seem like that, but that's not really the case all the time. Most people who are, lower class or whatever, which is, I want to say, most of today's society at this point, but they also have to work side jobs. They hustle. They're in the streets. Um, they're doing things to try to make a living. Those food stamps don't matter much at the end of the day if they don't have money to pay their rent. You can't pay rent with food stamps. You know what I'm saying? So somebody needs to understand that wherever you come from, whoever you are, whatever status you have or don't have, everybody bleeds the same. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Stop judging everybody. Stop judging people by what you think they have going on. Okay? So something good coming to you, collective, also is you realizing we're just alike at the end of the day. Okay. But that's what I got for y'all. Okay. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna go try to fix my car again. Should hope is hopefully should work. I hope to God. Okay. But if you'd like a personal reading, make sure to like the video and check my bio for personal reading information. Okay. And I will see y'all later. Thank you so much for joining. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let things play out. This is literally for the rest of 2025. Okay. So you don't know if something has happened or hasn't happened yet. Okay. And same with all my other readings. Even if it's a next 48-hour reading, they're still all timeless. Okay. So keep that in mind, and I will see y'all later. Thank you. Bye.